My name is Athena, and now we're going to talk about being the singer you want to be. So we already know at this point you've already shown an interest in being a singer and you want to maybe explore the world of jazz. Well, there is a different way of singing when it comes to the jazz. You may have heard someone like your Dizzy Gillespie's and your Nina Simone's and Billie Holiday and Dinah Washington, and you may have said to yourself, "Wow, I like that sound." So let's explore it. So, number one, to sing, you have to have proper vocal warm-ups. Please, know that you have to have proper vocal warm-ups. That starts with your body. Understand that it takes your entire body to sing. You may think, oh, it's just coming from my mouth or my neck. No, it takes your entire body. Your entire body as if dropping over and just hanging there. Kind of like when you're exercising or doing any kind of yoga or exercise, you have to stretch. The same concept goes when you are singing. So when I do my vocal coaching and teaching at the school, the students and I, we hang over for a little bit and we slowly roll up like a caterpillar and we roll those shoulders back. You have to be very engaged with your voice to get it properly prepared to sing. You can roll those shoulders up, hold, and drop them. This is just a demonstration of some of the vocal warm-ups that I do with my students so we can properly prepare to sing. We also do things like the lip trills or lip rolls. Every vocal coach may have a different technique, but common ones tend to be the lip roll, and I will demonstrate it. Have a conversation with yourself. The main point of doing the vocal warm-ups is to get nice and relaxed and loose. The shoulder rolls to get all of this nice and relaxed and loose. Why? Because we want to get our best sound possible. Before you even start singing, you have to understand what your voice is, what it is made up of. It's called vocal folds, vocal cords. They all sit around that larynx and they move like this. It's like a door. They move like this. So it's so delicate and we only get one set of it in our life. So we have to be very careful and take care of this whole area. Wear a scarf if you have to, when on cool days, drink room temperature water. These are all tips that will help for good vocal health and for your vocal warm-ups. Next, as it pertains to vocal warm-ups, we'll talk about vocal moans. Like meditation, you should feel your lips buzzing, or tickling. You want to be as chill and relaxed as possible. Everything so we can deliver our best performance. And same thing with the lip trills. That nose should do a little tickling and buzzing up there too. All right? So those are a few of my favorite vocal warm-ups to do and that you can do for yourself. Next, we'll talk about breathing. Breathing is so vital and important when it comes to singing. Why? We have to take a good breath because we need to be able to deliver that note that may last 5 to 10 counts. You need to be able to have a good breath and support. So, common exercises that I do with my students are hands on your side, fingertips to the front. And we just blow all the air that, guess what, already lives within you. Blow it out. And if you notice, if you're doing it properly and you're focusing right here in this midsection, your core, your abdominal area, you'll feel those fingertips going right on in, and then you blow it and expand it right back out. Right? If you're focused right here, you're gonna feel that thumb move and those fingers move. And also, when it comes to the breathing, try a couple of these exercises. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha. Change the syllable, ho, 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 ha, ha, ha. When you feel that, or some people just choose to put their hands simply right over their stomach, and that's fine too. But the main thing is to understand that when we are singing, we don't want these shoulders moving so much. We want to pull from our engine, pull from our power source, which is that diaphragm. Ha, 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 ha. Okay? So yes, there's more to it, but for time's sake, we're just going to keep it simple and understand that it is important to have proper vocal warm-ups, and I just demonstrated that. We want to have proper breathing techniques, and all of these connect together. One last thing before I move on from breathing techniques, I want to also suggest an exercise with the letter S and the letter F. Hisses, S, like a snake. Try 4 short hisses. S, 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 s. You are your own pumping machine, okay? So there's plenty of different exercises out there to do. These are a couple of my favorites. Next, let's move on to singing, delivering it. Okay, so if we want to leap right on over to singing, and maybe we want to imitate, we want to start imitating our favorite singers. Maybe like a ba ba da ba da, like Bye Bye Blackbird, for example. Bye bye Blackbird. Try singing that little part without using any of that breathing. Just sing it regular. Bye bye Blackbird. Yeah, it's okay. Now when you stand properly, proper posture, straight, leveled neck, hands on your side if you need to. I do it just so I can make sure I understand my breathing is correct. Bye bye Blackbird. Or one good breath. Bye bye Blackbird. There's a difference. Play around with those. Next, after you've learned your song and you've practiced your scat, the ba-do-ba-do-ba, and I think we talked about that in earlier exercises, but if not, let's do a quick refresher. When you want to scat, for example, play with your consonants. Play with the vowels. Be-da-boo-ba-day. It is, actually, it's part of your vocal warm-up. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba, right? Have fun with it. Singing is so much fun because you're exploring your voice. So when you're scatting, and if you don't know what scat is, it is the imitation. It is the articulation when it comes to jazz and improvisation, ba-do-ba, of that melody. You know, you're in a happy place, okay? So then after you've learned your song, you've done your vocal warm-ups, you've learned your song, and if it may or may not have scatting in it, or it might, and either way, it doesn't matter. Just go ahead and sing your song, learn it properly, understand your lyrics, understand the composer, why they did the song, where they're feeling it, where was their thought process, what are they feeling, how does that song make you feel, okay? All of those things go into singing, okay? And then afterwards, you want to go to the performance. When you perform, you're giving your audience your all. You've put in the work for vocal warm-ups, you've put in the work to learning your song correctly, and you just want to give them a show. So give them your expression in your faces. Give them your proper posture. Give them the way that you know that song that you've worked on very hard is going to connect with them. You may have someone who's handicapped, maybe blind or deaf. They need to be able to read your lips. They need to be able to hear your tone in your voice. Okay? All right. So we just talked about what it takes to give your best show, to get that Grammy, right? That's what we're going for. That's the ultimate goal. And you have to love what you do, because if you don't, we'll be able to tell. We talked about proper vocal warm-ups. We talked about the song. We talked about the performance. So now it's up to you to make it work.